Renegades! Welcome to our Heroscape reveal stream. My name is Anais, the community coordinator here at Renegade, and I'm joined today by the wonderful Lee Huff, producer for Heroscape. Say hi, Lee.
Hi, everyone. As always, I'm super happy to be here and share what we've been working on. We'll also be talking about some upcoming organized play events and our Heroscape presence at Gen Con, where we'll be hosting the 2025 Heroscape World Championship event.
That's right, we have a lot to cover, so let's get right into it. The next Heroscape arc is called, drumroll, Embers of War.
Da-da-da-da.
The Embers of War burn ever brighter, with fighters large and small from Icaria and Arboreas joining the fray. Meanwhile, as the pirates of the Crimson Fleet increase their raids, fierce and unfathomable denizens of Valhalla's depths rise to challenge them. This arc is set to release in October of 2025, this year. Lee, what's our first reveal for Embers of War?
All right, so some of you might have seen this army expansion teased over the past few weeks, and I'm excited to say that the dreadnoughts are finally joining the battle. This expansion comes with the dreadnoughts of the Caraway Cavern and their fearless captain, the Crimson Widow. The dreadnoughts were recruited by the Crimson Widow, and they're fiercely loyal to her. If you've been looking for more pirates, you are totally in luck with this set.
Yeah, I've been seeing a ton of chatter on Discord about wanting more pirates. If you're not a pirate lover, you're definitely gonna be because this set is super cool. Let's check out the army cards for the Dreadnoughts. When playing with this unique squad at the start of the game, you'll choose one unique captain character in your army to control the Dreadnoughts. When they are near their captain, they'll get to roll an extra defense die.
For sure. And another piratey ability they have is Captain's Orders. Before taking a turn with the Dreadnoughts, you can first take a turn with their captain or a pirate hero you control. The more pirates you have in the Dreadnoughts crew, the better. And the final ability for the Dreadnoughts is Mortal Blow. After attacking, you roll one attack die for each wound you inflicted in that attack. So for each additional skull roll, you'll inflict another wound.
Owie. Yeah. They're holding some mean-looking weapons. And there's a lot to talk about pirate captains on this army card. So if it's only fair, we introduce you to one of our favorite captains, the Crimson Widow.
Since every good captain needs a crew, the first ability on this army card is Hire Crew. At the start of the game, you may choose a unique squad from an army, and for that game, that squad becomes pirates, replacing the class listed on their army card.
This is a really cool ability. Imagine making your Frostclaw Paladins or Vord Glide Strikers pirates. They'll need a little pirate hat or an eye patch or something.
Oh my goodness, little pirate hats would be amazing,
Yes.
especially on like the bears,
Maybe we
since
can
players
kit
already use.
bash some stuff
Yes,
together.
yes, yes, little pirate hat accessories, love it. But anyway, back to Crimson Widow. So once Crimson Widow has a squad of pirates to command, she unlocks two other super cool abilities. Using Pirate Commander, while there's an order marker on Crimson Widow, all pirates you control increase their attack value by one when attacking adjacent figures. And with Midnight Raid, if you reveal the X order marker on Crimson Widow's army card, you can choose up to two pirates you control within 6 spaces to move around.
Yeah, if you want to give these pirates a shot, you can pre-order this expansion on our web store using the link in the chat below. The standard unpainted edition is $40 and the premium painted edition is $60. This set will be released in October. I also want to remind everyone that all army cards and character bios for the characters revealed today will be on heroscape.com. So don't worry about rushing to read the card or screenshot or anything. You can head over to the site after the stream to check everything out.
All right, time to move on to the next reveal. The second army expansion coming in October is the Greatbow Archers and Scions of Icaria. The Scions of Icaria are an eclectic bunch of princelings known for their squabbling, and their enemies, the Greatbow Archers, are fighters trained in dragon slaying. This army expansion contains two common squads, a two-figure common squad of archers and a three-figure common squad of scions. Anais, can you walk us through the army card for the Greatbow Archers?
Yeah, I can do that. So these are large figures wielding giant bows. Their ability is simple but really powerful if used strategically. The long shot specialist ability says that when a Greatbow archer who hasn't moved attacks a figure at range 4 or greater, you add 1 to the attack value. If the target range is 7 or more, you instead gain +2 to the attack value. This squad has a range of 7, which is insane. I think my strategy would be to set them up somewhere high and attack from there. Then I'd hopefully get the height advantage bonus too. What do you think, Lee?
I mean, that's a pretty solid strategy. That's where I like to be when I have ranged figures. But I should probably tell everyone about the dragons that these ladies are hunting, the scions of Akaria. So these scions like to rub elbows with the royalty, the elite, and other dragons, as you can see in their cleave to the mighty ability. At the start of the game, you choose an archmage, dragon, king, or queen unique hero you control and make them the liege of all scions you control. You can take a turn with the chosen liege right after you assign them to the role. The Draconic Breath special attack lets them target figures within 3 clear sight spaces with range 4 and attack 2. And of course, in true dragon fashion, these little babies can fly.
Awesome. Love that. And you all can pre-order this expansion right now using the link in the chat below. The standard edition includes unpainted minis for $40, and the premium painted edition is $60. So make sure to check out the links that our mods are dropping. But let's move on to the next reveal. Lee, you want to talk about this one?
Oh my goodness, yes. This one's super exciting. So this is another set I know people have been waiting for. I'm excited to announce the Krakenling and Gallery Vanguards. This expansion contains a 4-figure common squad and a new common hero. The Gallery Vanguards are the Kiri's aquatic cousins, and after years of non-intervention, they've finally joined the battle with terrifying monsters in tow, like the Krakenling. Let's take a look at the army card for the Gallery. Anais, can you break this squad down for us?
Yeah. So the Galrai Vanguards are a fierce common squad with some really cool abilities. Their first ability, Title Advance, says that at the start of each round, after placing your order markers, you may move each fierce and unfathomable figure you control up to 1 space each for each order marker on the Galrai Vanguard. Their next ability is Defend the Deep. You can add 2 to your defense value when a Galrai Vanguard is on water or when it's defending against a figure that has a height advantage. And as you might have guessed, these fishy folks are natural born swimmers. The Galrai Vanguards do not have to stop their movement when entering a water space.
Oh my gosh, I love this squad so much. I can't wait to gush about them more, but I should probably tell y'all about their not so little buddy, the Krakenling. The Krakenling is a large common hero, meaning you can have multiple of these buddies in your army. The warp space ability says that instead of moving normally, you may place a Krakenling on an empty space within 4 spaces to pop around the battlefield. And then there's the Eldritch Switch, where after moving normally, a Krakenling may switch spaces with an adjacent single space figure. If you move this way, those figures don't take any leaving engagement attacks. Next, there is the Flailing Tentacles ability. A Krakenling may attack up to 3 times, but you must reduce the number of attacks by 1 for each wound it has. And like the Galrai Vanguards, these huge buddies have the swim ability, meaning they don't have to stop their movement when entering water.
This expansion is super cool. I'm very excited. Like other army expansions, there will be both a standard and a premium painted edition of this expansion. The standard edition is $40, the premium painted edition is $60, and this is set to be released in October of 2025 this year. And you can pre-order now using the link in the chat below.
We have one more army expansion to reveal before we get to terrain. This is the Heroes of arboreas. Each of the wizards in the set seeks to refine their power in connection to the natural world, but their methods could not be more diverse. While some cultivate groves and are themselves cultivated in return, others exert their arcane might to break the minds of beast and person alike.
This set contains 5 new unique heroes, all with their own awesome abilities. We're going to break each of these heroes down for you now. So let me start by telling you about Marachat, Mind Whisperer. This Dryan wizard can control beasts and control the minds of other heroes. So let's dive into the army card. Command Familiar allows Marachat to take a turn with a small or medium beast you control after revealing an order marker on Marachat. The Staff of Curapirin allows Marachat to add 2 automatic skulls to attack rolls when rolling for a normal attack. And her final ability is Marachat's Whisper. After revealing an order marker on Marachat and before taking a turn with her, you can choose a unique hero within 2 spaces of her and roll to try and control their mind. If you succeed, you can temporarily take control of that hero and take a turn with them.
And the next hero in this set is Holochat, Corruptor of Beasts. Holochat is perfect for those of you who love beasts, like me, and goats. Like, she's literally the goat. Her first ability is Command of the Wild and says that after revealing an order marker on the army card and before taking a turn with her, you can take a turn with up to 2 small, medium, or large beasts you control. And then there's her Staff of the Longhand special attack. This range 6 attack 2 move lets you use this attack before your normal attack. And her Calm the Beast ability says that while defending against an attack from a beast, Holochat increases her defense value by 2. And if all of this just wasn't cool enough, she also flies. Like if you look at the sculpt, like you'll actually see that she's levitating. Like it's amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, very cool. But next, let's talk about Vrono the Bramble-Tooth. This small hero has just 1 ability, but it's super cool. Sharp Thorns says that if an enemy small or medium figure moves onto a space adjacent to Vrono, where a figure can end movement, you can roll a d20. If you roll a 12 or higher, the figure ends its movement and lowers its attack value by 1 until the end of the turn. And if you roll an 18 or higher, Vrono's sharp thorns deal 1 wound to that figure. Very
Oh
cool.
my
I,
god.
I love it. I love it.
I love little Vrono, like just like Vrono compared to the rest of the figures. You're just like, oh, such a cute little baby. All right.
1 move, but it's awesome.
Yes, yes. Little sassy baby. All right. Well, anyway, on to number 4 from the set. This is Garushia, Grove Keeper, also a Dryan wizard. His first ability is Command Familiar, just like Marachat. Surprise, surprise. And then their Garushia has Wicked Thorns, has the same rules as Vrono's Sharp Thorns. Garushia also has Reach. So if an enemy figure is within 2 spaces of Garushia and its level is no more than 9 levels above or 3 levels below Garushia, you can add 1 to his range value when attacking that figure. And his last ability is Gift of the Forest. At the end of the round, if Garushia is next to a tree or like a underbrush piece, you may remove 1 wound marker from his army card.
Sweet. And last but certainly not least, we have Chana the Zenith Wing. This is a unique beast hero with 2 abilities. First is Renew. If Chana is within clear sight spaces of a wizard that you control, instead of attacking, you may roll a d20, and if you roll a 12 or higher, you can remove a wound marker from a friendly adjacent wizard or beast. And Chana's last ability is Stealth Flying. The stealth makes it so you don't take any leaving engagements. So the standard edition is $50 and the premium painted edition is $70. This is available to pre-order right now using the link in the chat below.
And all of these heroes synergize with the figures like Awashia, Master of Tides, and Anshu, the Welkanai from the Battle for the Wellspring Battle Box, and Rockshot, Steward of Death from the Age of Annihilation Master set. So I am super excited for everyone to finally be able to like get their whole Dryan family together and
Totally.
like try them all out. It's, oh my gosh, good fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. And before we move on to the terrain reveals, I want to remind everyone that you can check out all of these army cards in more detail on Heroscape.com, along with character bios, free online scenarios, and paint guides. It's pretty cool. So after the stream, go to Heroscape.com. But all right, let's talk about terrain. Lee, take it away.
All right. We have two new terrain expansions to reveal today. The first is the runes at Laur's Edge. This set provides players with versatile laur wall terrain pieces that can be used to create fortifications and obstacles. And also, they are stackable, so you can create some truly epic walls and just
Heck yeah.
crazy tall structures.
That's right. Here's a full breakdown of everything in this set. So this expansion contains over 30 wall terrain pieces. You can mix and match wall pieces with your existing Heroscape terrain to create the ultimate battlefield. It's very cool.
I honestly I can't wait to see what everyone builds with this. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. Like just crazy walls like everywhere. It's going to be awesome. And there's new pieces in it too to provide people with more options, which will be fun. So everyone can pre-order this terrain set now using the link in chat. The expansion is $70 and is scheduled to be released in October 2025.
October's a good month. It's going to be a
It
good month.
is.
Anybody with an October birthday is going to be celebrating. All right, everyone. The last terrain expansion we're revealing today is the Roads of Valhalla. With this expansion, you can add speed and strategy to your battlefield maps. The road terrain tiles let you boost movement, and short walls that attach to the road let you create custom bridges, perfect for controlling the flow of battle. You can mix and match with your existing Heroscape terrain.
And on screen now, you can see exactly what's in the set. There are 22 terrain pieces in the set, which includes 1 hex and 5 hex road tiles, along with short walls that snap into the 5 hex tiles, allowing you to make spiffy bridges. And like Anaya said, roads will help you move your armies faster. If your figure's movement consists entirely of road spaces, you may add 3 spaces to the movement of that figure. And if you want, you can pre order this terrain expansion right now with the link in the chat. This expansion is $50 and just like everything else, is coming in October.
Someone said in the chat, I have an October birthday and y'all are going to ruin me. And to that I say, tell your family and friends to get this for you for your birthday.
Yeah, Heroscape for birthdays. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect bribery. But that's not all of the reveals we have for you. I'm really excited to say that we have an accessory to announce, introducing the Valhalla dice and tray set. Lee, can you talk a bit about this?
Oh my goodness. Yes, especially since I love dice. This premium dice tray and set is super cool and awesome. It features a beautifully illustrated map of Valhalla. It's made from a durable faux leather and it snaps together so it's easy to set up, easy to store, and easy to carry to game nights, tournaments, or wherever it is you play Heroscape. And on the back, there is a spiffy gold foil stamp, making it look super epic.
Yeah, I love a snappable dice tray because those are great for game store gaming on the go. But yeah, I'm really stoked about this because I'm a total dice goblin. I love my shiny click clacks, so
Ah,
this is gonna be a
same.
great to add to the collection. This set contains 10 engraved acrylic combat dice and a 20-sided die. Everything you need to roll right out of the box. The colors of these are super nice. It's a two-color die with gold painted symbols, and they match the dice tray perfectly. So you can flex on all your friends. You can pre-order this now with the handy link in the chat. Thank you, mods. This dice and tray set is $30 and will release alongside the army and terrain expansions in October.
And we have one final October reveal for y'all today, and that is our new pre order promo. If you pre order at least one of the October releases from our web store, you'll get the special promo for free. And this ARC's promo is Deflectatron. Deployed from hidden spy satellites far above Valhalla, these sturdy Solborgs descend upon the battlefield, projecting impenetrable force fields around key assets of Vidar's war effort. Anais, can you talk a bit about what Deflectatron can do?
I sure can. So Deflectatron is a medium common hero with some great abilities. The first ability is orbital deployment. Deflectatron doesn't start the game on the battlefield. At the start of the round, before placing order markers, you may play one Deflectatron that has not entered the battlefield on an empty space. within 3 clear sight spaces of friendly figures. This means you can drop Deflectatron into battle when you see fit, making for some great strategic moments. Then there's the passive ability, which means a Deflectatron never takes leaving engagement attacks, which is pretty cool. And finally, there's the magnetic deflector shield. Figures adjacent to one or more deflectatrons cannot determine clear sight of any figures. You can also use this ability to shield attacks on your adjacent figures. If an adjacent figure is being attacked from a distance, you can use this shield to change a die result that was not a shield to a shield. Deflectatrons are a powerful ally to have on your team.
And with this being a common hero and only 25 points, you can reasonably have multiple Deflectatrons in your army, making for some pretty great plays. If you want to get your hands on one of these, you can get one for free by pre-ordering at least one of October releases from our web store or a participating local game store. Remember, game stores have a different offer for this promo, so please check with your game store to make sure they're participating. And if not, tell them to reach out to Renegade. Otherwise, they can also reach out to Renegade if they have any questions. And also, if you're wondering how to get your hands on more of these, let's stay tuned for some announcements coming up in the OP section.
Yeah, this promo is available only while supplies last, so make sure to place your pre-orders soon. On screen now is a handy shipping guide. Please remember when ordering from our web store that orders are not shipped until all items in your order are in stock and ready to ship. So make sure to space things out so you're not waiting for anything. But luckily, we have a ton of October releases, so that'll be good. Um, all right, let's move on to organized play. I want to remind everyone about all the great stuff going on with the Heroscape OP program. Game stores all over the world are hosting Heroscape events. Renegade is supporting stores with special OP kits. The current figure is Decker the Burrow Breaker, but we have another one coming in late summer. Lee, can you tell everyone who our next OP figure is?
Yeah, of course. Our next organized play figure is Raylin, the Curie Warrior. Your friendly local game store can order kits containing this new Raylin figure, and you can get them through participating in story events starting in August.
She's my fave. I'm so excited. So let's talk about her army card. Her first ability is Unyielding. This ability makes it so that other players cannot gain control of, move, or take turns with her. No sneaky mind tricks over here. All right. Then there's Whirlwind Assault. With this ability, she can attack any number of times during her turn, but she cannot attack the same figure more than once. So your opponent definitely won't want to surround her. And her Vengeful Swoop ability says that once per turn, after a friendly figure you control within 4 clear sight spaces defends against a normal attack, if they take 1 or more wounds, you can place Braylon on an occupied adjacent space to the attacking figure and roll a d20. On an 8 or higher, that figure takes 1 wound.
I mean, talk about an assist, and obviously, like Raylin, as always, like she flies, so she's just
Yes.
awesome to have on any team and still a threat.
Yeah, absolutely. Remember, tell your local game store to get involved with Heroscape Organized Play and to order this kit for organized play events beginning in August. We also want to give an early peek at our October OP kit.
So the OP figure coming after Raylin, dropping in October, will be Deflectatron. So you might be like, but you just said it was the pre-order promo, but now it's the OP promo for October. Why? Well, earlier we mentioned that Deflectatron is a common hero, and we know you'll likely want multiple Deflectatrons to launch from
Who
orbit.
wouldn't?
So
Yeah.
exact, yeah. So we decided to make this both our pre-order promo for October releases and our OP kit for October tournaments. So this will present more ways players can acquire Deflectatron figures.
Awesome. Be sure to ask your store about Heroscape Organized Play and secure this awesome figure when kits drop later this year. And if you're looking to get more involved in organized play, head over to the Heroscape Battle Network. The Battle Network is a Heroscape organized play website which also serves as a community hub for players, judges, and event organizers. It's also a comprehensive tournament software. You can find the closest event to you using the Heroscape Battle Network. Use the convenient event finder and get signed up for an event. Head over to the Battle Network and make an account using the link in the chat below.
I also want to mention our thriving Heroscape community over on Discord. Join the Discord chat to chat with other Heroscapers, show off your maps, post your painted minis. Like, I love hanging out and chatting with y'all in Discord. So head on over there.
Yeah, Discord's a great place to chat with us directly. And definitely when we get that wall terrain, I want to see how high some people stack their terrain. So make sure to join our Discord. Our Discord is also home to the Wardens of Valhalla. If you are passionate about Heroscape and the Heroscape organized play scene, you can apply to be a warden. Link is in the chat right now.
Well, now let's talk about the Heroscape Store Championship events, which are in full swing. So participants in these premier level events will have the chance to win some amazing prizes, such as an exclusive figure and a reserved seat at day 2 of the World Championship at Gen Con 2025.
That's right. Stores all over the world are hosting events. There are a total of 8 weeks of events planned. We'll cycle through the calendars on screen now. If your store isn't running an event, tell them about it now. There are very limited numbers of kits still available, and stores that urgently sign up can still run an event in the last 2 weeks of June. And remember, these are happening all over the place. So use the Battle Network to find the closest event near you. You just might have one within driving distance or walking distance. Who knows? Even if your regular store wasn't able to put one on this year. So Battle Network is a great tool. I love it. Be sure to check it out.
Yeah, and you for sure won't want to miss this event. This is our biggest OP event initiative to date. So head over to the Battle Network and make an account using a link in chat. The Battle Network is how you can sign up for events and reserve your spot in a store championship event near you. And just like Anaya said, we have a very limited number of kits left, and stores can still apply to run a store championship event during the last 2 weeks of June. If you want your store to sign up, have them visit the Battle Network and apply. Courtney, our lovely OP and events manager, will typically respond within a business day.
Yeah, and like Lee mentioned, there's some really cool prizes for folks who participate and exclusive prizes for the winners. Lee, can you give a quick recap for folks on what prizes they can win from store champ events for anyone who might have missed the earlier reveals?
I would love to. So first place will receive this Awashia figure on a gold base, plus a foiled Awashia army card with the 2025 Store Championship logo. First place will also receive a World Championship invite, guaranteeing them a seat at day 2 of Worlds. Second through 8th place will receive an Awashia figure on a silver base, along with a foiled army card.
Yeah, there will be exclusive participation prizes as well. All players who competed in a store championship event will receive a set of Aquila themed order markers. These order markers are gold and yellow, like the card frames used on the army cards for those units.
Yeah, we're super excited with how well store champs have been going, but there's even more coming out for OP. The Valkyrie trial events also started this month. Or yeah, it's June this month. Yep, they totally
Yep.
started. It is June today.
It's June this month.
Yes. Yeah. I was like, it's still May.
Nope.
These these are premier level organized play events with exclusive prizes. You can compete in a Valkyrie trial event for a chance to win an exclusive Leviathan figure and army card. First place will receive this Leviathan figure on a gold base, plus a foiled Leviathan army card with the Valkyrie Trials logo. First place will also receive a World Championship invite, securing them a seat at day 2 of Worlds. Second through 8th place will receive a Leviathan figure on a silver base, along with a foiled army card.
Plus, there will be exclusive participation prizes. All players who competed in a Valkyrie trial event will receive a set of Utgar themed order markers and a glyph featuring Leviathan's axe, allowing players to unleash the power of Leviathan's brutality aura. On screen now is our calendar of Valkyrie trial events through 2025. Use this to plan ahead and determine where you may want to travel. Signups are open on the Battle Network. The first Valkyrie trial event is going to be held at ScapeCon. So we have a ton of events happening at Gen Con 2025. We're going to talk about how each event there, all of which you can sign up for now, we're dropping the link in the chat below. Lee, can you kick it off with some info about our World Championship event?
Yes, of course. So this will be a contemporary tournament that runs across 3 days, starting Thursday and ending Saturday. There will be tons of prizes to win, including a gold-based Raylan the Curie Warrior mini, an exclusive Heroscape World Championship t-shirt with original artwork featuring Utgar and Leviathan, an engraved dice set, an Elderwood Academy dice tray, Elder Academy dice tower, the chance to have your name immortalized into Heroscape, turned
That's
into
what
an
it's really
anagram.
all about. Yeah.
Yeah, get your name in there. So yeah, have your name turned into an anagram, and then that name is used for a future Heroscape character. And there's so much more. I know we went through all these prizes in detail during our last Renegade Con. So if you want to learn more, you can go back and check that February stream using the link in chat.
You are able to register for this event now. Armand is dropping the link in the chat as we speak, so don't miss out and reserve your seat now.
All right. And so we've got a lot more going on besides the World Championship event. So there's a bunch of other events happening in Hall D. There's truly something for everyone at this Gen Con. Like, no matter what your experience level is, your interest, like, there's something for you. So let's break down each one, starting with the Learn to Play Battle Box events. If you or someone you know is new to Heroscape, join this beginner event. We'll provide all the materials needed for players. All you have to do is reserve your spot and come play.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. Then there's our Heroscape event battle, Vengeance for Valhalla. In this event, you'll team up with another player and work together to attack or defend Utgar's fortress. We also have our relaxed pre-made events. There will be two different events featuring two different formats, the double-edged sword event on Thursday and the Highlander event on Saturday.
And if you're a mini painter or want to try and paint your first Heroscape mini, come and check out our paint and take area. We will have our own area for paint and takes throughout the show. Join us as we paint from noon to 5 each day. There is also a great fan event you can sign up for. This will be a team challenge, so grab a friend and compete against other teams. There will be prizes for everyone.
Yeah, and if you are a young Heroscape fan or you have a little one who loves the game, we have a Young Heroes tournament. This event is for players ages 13 and under. This is a contemporary event format, and armies will be provided. Come compete alongside other incredible young heroes. And we'll be hosting a special all-time challenge once days 1 and 2 of World Championships are over on Saturday. This will be a championship event and will feature the all-time format.
And our final event to announce is the Heroscape Bounty event. Come face off against me and other Renegade staff in this timed Heroscape event. But be warned though, because we're piloting super-powered armies with unique rules. You participate to win special, unique prizes.
For these upcoming Gen Con events, we have added more maps to the map pool, incorporating more terrain, including lava. Uh,
Lava!
as of today, there are 6 new maps, including one from our community contest hosted by Tommy Adams. Our new maps include Cultivation by Flash_19, Firefly by Dune Dane, Hot Water by Ulysses, Reefer by Sheep, and Velsa's Den by Shurig. And drumroll please,
Ba-da-da-da.
our community contest winner is Ice Cider by Caps. Thank you to our team of map makers who helped judge the maps with us, and to Tommy for hosting this community contest. Check out these maps and more by visiting our map pool on heroscape.com. But that covers all our Heroscape events info for Gen Con. If you want to learn more about any of these events or sign up to participate, you can use the link in the chat below. Spots are limited for all these events, so don't wait. Just sign up. Sign up now. I also want to let you know that Renegade is offering pre-order pickup again this year for any releases that will be available at or before Gen Con. You can order games online and pick them up at our booth 1619. rolls off the tongue, easy to remember, 1619, during the con to save money on shipping. If you're interested, use the code GenCon25 pickup during checkout. Be sure to place any orders before July 7th. That's the cutoff. Um, Remember, if you use the Gen Con pickup code during purchase, this game is not going to ship to you and will only be available to pick up at the con. So, make sure you're gonna be there to pick it up. So don't forget to stop by the booth. Renegade is booth 1619. The new August Heroscape will be available to purchase there, along with a bunch of other Renegade games. Also, you don't want to miss out on seeing our ginormous Leviathan statue.
Oh my goodness, she's ginormous. Like it's
Yeah,
seriously like one of the coolest selfie moments of the con. I'll be hanging out at the
absolutely.
booth all day too, but I'm not as cool of a selfie moment.
I see.
But you know.
Yeah, there's a picture of Scott on screen with the statue. Yeah, so make sure to take a selfie and you can tag us on social media because it's gonna be really cool. Well, that's gonna wrap up our Heroscape stream. Thank you so much, Lee, for joining us on another Renegade Con.
Oh my goodness, of course. Like I love being here at Renegade Con. It's always fun. It's always a delight talking about Heroscape with you, Naya. So thank you.
Yeah, I love talking about Heroscape with you. Scott said he did not approve of that photo in the chat.
Mm,
Well, remember
he
you can
should have modded.
pre-order. Yeah. Remember you can pre-order all the new expansions and packs announced today on our web store. Head over using the link in the chat below. Here's the shipping guide again. Also, remember to check out heroscape.com to browse bios for all of our characters just announced, as well as army cards and lots of other cool stuff. It's great. There's how to play videos, paint guides, free scenarios. Check it out.
And also make sure to stick around for the rest of Renegade Con. Like this is a huge all day event for this one stream.
Yeah, it's awesome. So next up is our Renegade reveal stream. That's where we have announcements for some new games, more Gen Con info, and reminders on upcoming releases. Then at 11:30, you can join me with Heroscape designers for a roundtable where we discuss some of the new Heroscape stuff we talked about in this stream. So go check that out. That was great to film. At noon, we'll be airing special coverage from Riftgate Games to check out their recent Heroscape Store Championship event. Then at 12:30, come watch Rena chat with Lynn Zhu and take a behind the scenes look at Heroscape mini sculpting. It's very cool. And at
I'm
1,
super excited.
yeah, I'm excited to watch that also. It's gonna be great. At 1, check out Board Heroes painting video of Shot from Heroscape. At 1:30, you can take a peek at some upcoming Heroscape armies in action with Board Hero. Then at 2, watch our Welcome to Night Vale character creation video where Rena joined by Symphony Sanders, aka Tamika Flynn from Welcome to Night Vale, to make a fun new character for the game and show you all what you can expect when it's time to craft your first citizen of Night Vale. That's also going to be very cool. And at 2:30, special guest Board Game Nation dives into the history of organized play for Axis and allies, and his videos are always good. So that's going to be really cool too. All of these are so cool. At 3, our very own Dan Bojanowski and Renegade Hall of Fame member Thomas Haver are talking all about diplomacy era of empire. And I don't want to I don't want to spoil it all, but they are wearing costumes in the video.
Oh
So
my
you should
goodness.
watch it.
It's great. It's
Just
great.
a yeah, just a screenshot. At 3:30, we're going to be premiering a deep dive on Monsters Menace the World and discussing the game and all the classic cool and creepy monsters that inspired it. Then make sure to stop by for our World of Darkness Storyteller Roundtable at 4 for a great chat with some great people. Then at 4:30, Ruel Gaviola is back and he will be doing a playthrough of a new card game releasing soon, Naishi. And at 5, you won't want to miss our sneaky after credits scene. So make sure to stick around all the way to the end. Trust me, you guys are not going to want to miss this. You guys, you, Heroscape people, you're not going to want to miss this. Um, Our next Renegade Con will be in October of 2025. We can't wait to see you there. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. It's been great chatting with you. Make sure to join us on Discord, follow us on Discord, follow us on social media so you can keep up with everything. And thank you for tuning into the stream. See you later, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.